esihamba yo indlela esihamba yo indlela esihamba yo indlela esihamba yo
Hi there, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shazi and I am the vocal chorister. What we do here is we react to choir music from Africa, America, and other parts of the world. So if you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. And to our still standing supporters, we thank you for your continued love and support. May we keep on going and may we keep on growing. Today, I'm still on the verge of requests, as promised. So, to not waste too much time, I got a request from Jade Shaw Jacobs 2281, and among the requests is to react to Stellenbosch University performing Ave Regina. So you might find that it is in Latin. So, without any further ado, let us sit back, relax, and let's enjoy another great choir show. I'm forcing one. There's no way. Haibu! I need to take it back to the beginning. First of all, you understand that it's just cannons on cannons on cannons. So, the cannon for a canon, for people that are new here, is that there's this echo effect that occurs from when one voice part sings something and then another voice part follows during their passage, and then they interlink with each other like that, where it's like da na 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 da na 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 da na 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 da na na da da da, and it just makes the effect, when executed properly, it makes the effect so clean, so surreal, especially when everyone's paying attention to them. Now, next thing I want to highlight is the change of dynamic, where the dynamic in the very beginning, very legato, feels like a paintbrush stroking in long strokes like this, where it's just like a wall of sound with the cannons incorporated. So now it's like where it's just these long notes and chords complementing each other, even when different voice parts are linking to different places. Then from there it goes very fast. It goes fast paced. Where it's like dun 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 dun, very whimsical, very light, very playful, and then it goes back down to a lot heavier, minor chords, very not even somber, I'll say, but it seems meaningful. And then from there it goes back to whimsical, back to light, back to, so the light things that are light and quick, and that dynamic, or staccato, it's like dun 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 dun, and then the lower, the more minor chords would be like, that feels like someone playing a string instrument, where it's like, you see. So if you're untrained to the ear, the more you expose yourself to this type of music, the more you'll pick up on these dynamics as well. Especially when choirs are in competition mode, the year they drop a body of work, like an album. So yeah, this is very stunning. And a side note, shout out to a gentleman here by the name of Guhle Shabalala. Guhle Shabalala, we actually sang together when we were in the University of Pretoria, Camerata. And he's just been, for him to join a group like this is a testament of his love for the craft, as well as finding the right mentors to hone it and groom it properly, and understand the fundamentals, and understanding the groundwork that needs to be laid to become a world champion type of quality as a singer and as a chorister especially. So respect to him, major shout out to him, and I'm so proud of him. Already? Oh, come on. That's it? Okay, no, let me not lie. I think watching it, it feels short. It feels like, oh my word, is that all that they have to give? But having the background that I have in actually being a part of such a level, the the amount of preparation feels longer than the actual performance. So forgive them if that's as long as it is. But the journey you take with such a group is very real, very true, very intentional. And they always sharpen themselves to be at a place where they are competition ready. Especially a choir like Stellenbosch. Not to say like, oh, they don't do any emotion. That's a lie. They can really tap into their emotional depth as a group, as individuals, if they have soloists as well. But when it comes to technicality, prowess, it is imperative to still hold true to what the score allows and what the score is asking of you. So when people sing a certain way, it's not that they're bad and bougie or they're too proud or something. It's because the composer is asking of the performer to highlight these things, place emphasis in these places. It's not to say that they couldn't interpret it themselves, but what makes the piece that piece is because of these cues and these shifts and these guidelines. These are guidelines. But if you're gonna anticipate something different for the arrangements to accommodate the instrument that you have, whether it's an orchestra, whether it's a choir, whether it's an ensemble, whether it's a troupe, understand that you have, especially if the composer's alive. A lot of composers, we think we're just singing songs by people who have passed on. But there are a lot more people who are very much alive and well, and they are willing to take calls and take communication from people who are interested anywhere in the world, who have picked up their piece and like, I really love this piece, and I would just like some guidance and some understanding, because it is your work at the end of the day. It is definitely your work that you composed in yourself, from your spirit, from your love of the craft, from your experiences that you've gained in traveling, in performing, in being a student of this craft and honoring it. As someone else that is also honoring the craft, I don't know how many years later, you then ask humbly to say, if I interpret it differently, if I give this little edit, I hope it doesn't throw away the entire impression of the piece, the entire impression of the song that you've crafted. So it is imperative that before you use other people's work, please chat with them, please liaise with them, please let it be known that, hey, there's a thing I want to do, and before I make it public, I would like for you to be the first to witness it, sample it, witness what I did with it, and maybe gain your stamp of approval before people say that it's plagiarism, before people say that I've taken things out of context from one creative to another. If we could do that, there's a lot of cases that would be civil, that would fizzle out, that will be a lot more civil, a lot more conducive to the creative process and everything that is occurring online now. Because once it's online, it feels like it's public domain, and then people are just going to do things, not realizing there's a lot more red tape that is being, how do I put this? It's a lot more red tape to protect the stakeholders that have interest in these pieces, in these ensembles, in these arrangements, and in these performances that have been so famously delivered and then renditioned and reinterpreted by fans of these artists, because those are the ones that exposed our generation, generations after us, generations before us as well, to even look into what it did. Case in point, a song like Ngafa from Credo V. Daniels. The way he interpreted it, the way he did it, it would feel like a very new song to generations after me. Meanwhile, I've been around when the song Ngafa came from another artist before, which he actually sampled. But the good thing about him is that he went to the originator that inspired him and said, hey, there's a thing I did, there's an inspiration I got from a song you made. I rendered it and did a rendition. I would like for you to hear it, and if you approve, humbly, may I have your permission to use the amount of the song that I've used in my rendition and release it as is. So permission is very much key. Permission is very much important. We think it's going to be like, no, we should just do our own thing and to how, no. Please respect those that came before you by asking permission. Especially if you're going to use their work. Please, humbly, because we're doing very nice things, very cool things, very interesting things, intricate things. So, for you not to lose out on your imprint on the history of music, I would humbly request any creative person, any creative group, any creative troupe that have sampled, that have tasted the good fruits of other people's work that have been laid out prior to you taking your journey as a creative person, to please find the necessary people, the relevant people that you need to talk to in order to display it and make it noteworthy without them wanting to follow up with claims that are going to have all your hard work stripped away. Okay? Cool. Now that being said, if you enjoyed this reaction, please give it a thumbs up. If not, you can hit that other button and let me know in the comment section below who you'd like to see up next. As for myself, I wish you peace, love, and light. See ya!